Well, hello there, everybody. Drae here, and the little green astronauts are back. Welcome to Kerbal Space Program 2. Today, we're probably going to kill a few of these guys because I am definitely not a rocket scientist, but I am super excited to get out into this much-anticipated sequel into one of the coolest astronaut-focused simulation games that we've ever seen. So yes, I've done the tutorials, so I'm basically a master at this point, and we're gonna see how we can do today. I should mention I hardly played Kerbal Space Program 1. This is my first little bit into Kerbal Space Program 2, so don't expect me to do anything too amazing, and I want you guys to come on this journey as well as we hopefully become a successful cosmonaut. But we're not gonna do that on the ground. We must go to the sky. Oh, he actually did levitate somehow. That was impressive. All right, so I think a good goal today would be to land on the Mun. Now, that's the ultimate goal. Honestly, I'll be happy if I crash land there. I'll be happy if I freaking orbit it. But we're going to take baby steps before we, start dealing with orbits. Let's just see if we can build a successful rocket first that can get out of the atmosphere and back in. So yeah, we're not going to go too crazy today. We'll just build a very simple rocket. First of all, we do need a parachute. Hopefully we can get this guy back down safely, but probably not. We are going to be using the tin can. I just want to keep this rocket very, very small for right now. Small generally means less things can break. All right, and I'm already kind of overwhelmed. I don't even know what probes are. Is that bad? Oh, it's like guidance units. I hope I don't need that. What I do need is fuel. I know that. So we're going to get... do I want a big fuel tank? No, let's get this little guy here. I don't know how much fuel we're going to need. So this is going to be a test flight. You can get donuts? That's just like methane? Or methalox, as it's called. I don't know if that's methane or not, but I'm not sure what the donuts are for. Oh, God. I am not prepared for this game. Like, look at how... Look, it's just fuel tanks. All right, well, I got a Methalox fuel tank, so I know that. I think we're going to go for this star one because there's a star on it. No, actually, we should probably do one of these smaller engines because we are going to have stages on this. So do we want something like this? This little guy? That looks nice. So yeah, just a simple little rocket. Now we're going to add a coupling below that so we can have multiple stages. So that's going to be our outer space stage. That's what I'm going to call it. I don't know what it's actually named. Now we need to get out of the atmosphere. So we're going to need something likely a little bit bigger. Okay, so we're going to get the big boy Methalox tank. I don't know what type of fuel's the best for out of atmosphere or space flight. I'm just going to stick with Methalox because it's the top one. But yeah, there's methane as well, monopropellant, xenon, hydrogen, and fuel lines. So we can actually transfer fuel between structures, I'm assuming. Again, we're going to keep it simple today, guys. I'm overwhelmed. What engine do we want? So some sort of Methalox engine. I was looking at this spiky boy. It says it has a decent amount of thrust and is reasonably efficient both in and out of the atmosphere. So that's good because I don't know how much fuel we're going to have, but if we can use this out of the atmosphere, that would be great. It's very straight right now. I think I'm going to add some side engines as well just to ensure we get out of the atmosphere. Because, yeah, technically right now, we have all we need, I think, to at least get out of the atmosphere. We don't have any landing gears or anything like that, but that's no fun. I'd rather crash land for right now. We do have the parachute, though, so we should be able to land back at the base. But if we did want to go and land at the Mun, leave the Mun, well, we can't do that with this rocket right now. All right, so we're going to get some radial decouplers right now. We'll just do... What do these ones look like? So those are like winged-based. Shouldn't they be going the other way? All right, I will do these. I'm going to do... Let's do 3 rockets on the side. And we're going to do the solid fuel booster. So this will automatically have its fuel already. And it should allow us to take off with this. I'm essentially doing what the tutorial helped me learn. So yeah, we use these things. Of course, I didn't even place them on the damn decouplers. All right, so we'll put them there like that. Let's lower them a little bit. I don't know if I like these decouplers. Whoa, we can go inside of it. Yeah, technically my point is lower than the damn decouplers. So if we move these down... Oh, I can move the whole unit. That's so smart. All right, I think that's pretty good. That looks pretty neat to me. I'm going to add a little cone over my decouplers just to help with drag. Can I add cones? Is this small circular intake? I don't want an intake. I just want a cone. Is that not a thing? Oh, I had it closed for some reason. Okay, so we want, yeah, small nose cones over that. There we go. Now it's looking like a rocket ship. All right, I think that's pretty much all we need for a simple test launch. So we are going to go to the launch site and see how we can do. This is a lot bigger than I actually expected. I mean, mind you, look at the damn launch platform. This thing is small still. So yeah, goal right now is to just test the staging out, see if the balance is right. And yeah, we'll just see how we can do. So here we go. We're going to launch. There is a countdown now. I feel absolutely epic. I didn't set up my staging. That's okay. We don't need to worry about that. Actually, we probably do, don't we? Did the decouplers start right away? Oh, God. Yep, I had the decouplers on the wrong one. All right, well, we definitely need to work on our staging. I didn't even think about that. I mean, it's going straight. That's the important part. Looks like Bob is enjoying himself in there. I don't even know how to change cameras yet, guys. Bear with me here. I'm actually just curious to see how much we get with just this. We might not need the extra rockets, but I kind of want those just to save some fuel. All right, but yeah, there we go. We're just about to run out of fuel, and we made it to around 30,000 meters. Not bad. We will take that off. We are definitely not out of the atmosphere. We're going to be heading back in a little bit here, so we're just going to speed up time. All right, now we're going back down. One thing I forgot is to get a decoupler for this tank, so we might actually explode and burn up, because I don't think we should have this tank on. The only thing I have left is the parachute to deploy, so yeah, usually there's a heat shield on the bottom. I'm blocking that heat shield, though, with a giant fuel tank that's empty, mind you, but I don't know what's going to happen. I guess we'll find out. All right, so we can technically deploy our parachute if we do want to right now. It says to do it between 20,000 and 2,000 meters, so I'm going to deploy now. What the hell? Oh, whoa, what the frig is going on? I didn't even know I had fuel left. All right, so we did get some information there, though. First of all, we want a decoupler right here because we do not want fuel attached when we are coming back into the atmosphere. We also definitely need to work on our staging a little bit, so I just added a decoupler here. Oh, this is nice. Whatever you mouse over here shows you exactly what that is, so we want that going. We're going to add a stage here and add it to that. So we just drag it over to stage 5. Now that will decouple. Parachute goes off at stage 6. This booster, which I totally forgot about last run, should be the final stage to boost. Now, what we're going to want to add, I do know that solid fuel burns a lot faster than the other fuel that I'm using, so we're going to want to add an extra stage here, decoupling these, essentially. So we need the... Where's the 3 decouplers? Is that these? No, there should be... Oh, there they are right here. That's why they fell off at the start. That's right. So we want that here. We want the rocket to go off first. We also want this rocket to go off with those ones, or so the 3 rockets. So all 4 rockets will be burning. This will decouple the side solid rockets. I guess we don't need this stage. Then this will decouple the fuel once that's spent. That will boost this one. That will decouple, and hopefully we'll land back down on the surface. Okay, much better design. I feel like my staging's correct. Only one way to find out, and that's to launch, though. Look at how cool this is, though. From the distance, you'll see all the smoke and everything. I really love the look of this. Like, that is so frigging epic. There we go. We are flying now with those solid rockets. Yeah, you can see the fuel is burning much faster in those. That's what those green bars are, the solid fuels, but we are going up so much faster. Oh, all right. Solid fuel is about to run out. That is now dead weight, so be gone. Fuel, and we are on our main engine now, going up. I think last time we reached 30,000 meters. We'll see how much we do now with the actual solid fuel helping me. So yeah, I definitely want to make sure I have lots of fuel, because I'm going to make lots of errors, which is why I'm kind of doing this design. Technically, we could definitely already orbit, so we should have lots of extra fuel. We're going to have an extra stage of fuel as well for landing on the Mun. I don't think I'm going to try and leave the Mun yet. That's too much for me. I think we're going to have to get into electric power if we do want to do that. So let's just see what we can do with what we currently have. There we go. That one's done. I just want to make sure all my stages are working. So then we have this one. If we wanted to, we could go crazy far. Let's just get rid of that stage. And oh crap, it's still attached to me because it's still going off. So if I turn this, is it technically attached? Oh God, it is. Okay, and yeah, there we go. I sped it up, and it actually was decoupled. We are flying down now. What are we at? 30,000 meters. Wow, we're going really fast. Okay, I've already deployed my parachute. I accidentally did that stage early, so it looks like it deployed at the safe height of 20,000 meters. Please expand out. It needs to slow down enough for it to be safe to expand out, and then it will automatically do it. Oh, thank God. Okay. Whew! And look at that. That's a huge upgrade, man. Last time he died... This time he can, well, starve to death here because I am not going to rescue you. All right, well, I think we have more than enough fuel to attempt a Kerbin orbit now. So we are going to move on to doing that. We might even try and just go directly to the Mun now if I have enough fuel. I feel like we're actually ready to do that. We'll see what happens when we're actually in orbit, though. So we're going to try this again. And I'm going to start doing a gravity turn at around 10,000 meters. It suggests... the tutorial, that is, to do it then if you're worried that your rocket isn't too stable. If you are good at this game, you should probably start turning right away, but I just want to get out of the atmosphere as much as possible and do what I know best. So there we go. Perfect timing for those to go because we are about to do our gravitational turn. So we want this going to the east. Or I guess not technically the east. We're just going to the right. But yeah, we essentially want our trajectory to go all the way around the Earth. So we have to get speed to the side to do that. And if we go out to the view here, we should see that this will be expanding out. This is essentially our orbit right now. We want to go further and further sideways. Ultimate goal is to essentially never fall because we'll just be falling around the Earth. So I think we're going to be depleting this stage fully. I don't think we're in orbit yet. I'll have to look at the other menu. There we go. And yes, we are indeed not. So what we're going to do now, because we technically will crash down, we want to go at the apopsis, or apoapsis, sorry, and do a maneuver point here. So create a maneuver plan. We are going to burn retrograde until we can get all the way around the planet. At least that's the goal here. We'll see if it happens or not. I hope I have enough fuel. And we should see soon here. There we go. Okay, so don't know if that's orbit yet or not. But the great thing is we now have this burn timer. So it'll tell me exactly when I want to burn if we want to successfully do this. And then we'll work on expanding out the periapsis after that. So we're going to put the SAS control on to point towards maneuver. So essentially that will align our rocket correctly for this burn automatically. Thank God there's high-tech systems on this thing. Because trying to align this myself would be a nightmare. So now essentially we're just waiting 3 minutes, but obviously we're not going to wait 3 minutes. We're just going to speed up time. Actually, I think we can actually transport, yeah, directly to maneuver point. So yeah, there's a nice button here, warp to maneuver. There we go. And what are we at? 29 seconds until a burn phase. So we essentially press go in 19 seconds here, max throttle, and it will tell us when to stop the burn as well. From what I understand, from what I remember, that is a lot easier than the ordinary Kerbal when you had to do mental math trying to figure out the best time to do this. Okay, so 3 seconds, here we go. We are going to go. We are burning, and in a minute, wow, that's a long burn. We are going to be able to stop. I hope I have enough fuel. Does it actually say how much fuel? Yes. So I'm going to use 1,183 of my fuel. I have over 2,000, so we do have enough fuel to possibly try and get over to the Mun. I don't know if it's going to be possible or not. I don't even know. I think I'm in orbit once I'm doing this, assuming this is out of the atmosphere. I actually don't know how to tell that or not. But yeah, just looking at my ship, you can see we are doing great, burning towards where we need to go. Everything looks fine on the rocket. And I think we at least got in orbit right now. We're going to stop the burn in 10 seconds. And cut off. There we go. Are we in orbit? That's not good. Why am I getting out of orbit? Is my AP too high, that means? Oh, okay. So that, I don't know why, but it saved my maneuver. And if I would have burned again at that maneuver node, I would have went out to outer space. All right. So now we are in full orbit. So my periapsis is a bit low, so I want to expand that out a bit. And how you do that, the general rule of thumb is if you want to have something happen on one side of an orbit, you have to do a burn on the other side. So for example, if I want my periapsis to go higher, which is my lowest point of orbit, I have to burn at my apiapsis, which is kind of confusing, but yeah, that's the way things work. So if we expand out here, Oh, you know what? I think I was too close. Because, yeah, it looks like we are going to be touching down. Unless I'm in just, like, low atmosphere orbit. Yeah, I think I'm in the atmosphere right now. And, yep, I'm going to be crashing. Okay, that was a mistake, so we will load back. Okay, so we're back to just after the AP. I was going to try and go before the AP and do this burn, but we go too close to the atmosphere and crash back down. So I believe if we burn now, we should expand out our periapsis. And as you can see, that's exactly what's happening. So we're going to try and go all the way to the periapsis comes to us. That's expanding out our orbit. And hopefully that's keeping us in full orbit now. I actually don't know how to tell if you're out of the atmosphere or not, but it's looking good now. So we're going to do that one more time back at the AP and expand out the periapsis once again. So we're going to time warp to this point, do another burn retrograde, which means burning in the direction that we are rotating. And if we burn again, max out, there goes our periapsis once again. And now we're pretty much in a perfect circle, long distance orbit around Kerbin. You know what? People might think that's simple, but that took me a long time to do, and I feel pretty damn good about myself. Let's just make sure we're in orbit, and yes, indeed, would you look at that? We are in beautiful orbit with Kerbin, and we still have a little bit of fuel, don't we? What happened to my rocket? Did I accidentally... Did I just put this guy into orbit without any fuel? How did I accidentally decouple my damn rocket? Well, Bob, I'm kind of a big dummy, buddy. You made it to orbit, but unfortunately you are not on the mun. So enjoy, I guess, staying in orbit forever. All right, so yeah, not actually sure if we have enough fuel or not for this, but the next goal is to get to the mun. I don't care if we crash on it. I don't care if we pass it. As long as we can get out of orbit, that's our next step. So try this again. Same idea as before. The rocket's working well, very stable. So yeah, let's get back to outer space and this time go a little bit further, hopefully. Oh, we got different cameras. That's exciting. Look at how fast this thing is, man. This thing's insane. Okay, we are now in a lopsided orbit. So just like orbit around Earth, you must do a burn on the opposite side of where you want to go. So I'm assuming I'm going to want to burn kind of right here. So we're going to create a maneuver plan there. I also want to highlight the mun. We're going to set that as a target. That's going to give us way more information on our landing. And if we burn here, I don't know if I'm going to have enough fuel. That's the thing. We got 851. We also got to slow down to get on the mun. So I'm already at 390. It's going to be close. I think if I am more fuel efficient with my launch maneuver and rotate quicker, I might be okay. So now we should be within the moon's pull. If we move this around a bit, I'm thinking it should show up somewhere. There we go. Okay, so we have to do it here. So that's going to be 519 fuel required to do this burn, and we are going to get in to the mun's force field. I don't know what it's called, but it's like the orb of influence. That's what I'm gonna call it. It was called something like that. Essentially, its gravity is stronger than Kerbin's gravity, so it's going to pull it towards it. So if we can get in that and slow down, technically we could be in orbit with the mun. But yeah, we are draining our fuel rapidly, so I don't think we'll be able to land on the mun, but let's see what happens here if we do try this. So we're going to start the burn. Once we get into the area, we're going to point our nose in the direction of the maneuver, and we'll see if we can do this. Burning in 30 seconds here. All right, make sure we're fully throttled. Almost missed that. That would have been embarrassing. And go. Here we go. Hopefully I can time this right. We're only going to burn for 16 more seconds. That's the thing. You don't need much fuel once you're in outer space. It's getting through the atmosphere that's the hard part. So yeah, we might be okay for fuel. I don't know. It's going to be tight, though. We'll find out when we get over there. Okay, and stopping now. So I think if I time that correctly, we should be good. God, I hope we're good. I don't know what's going on with this line right now. I'm kind of nervous. The important part is we are entering SOI right here. So we're going to create a maneuver there. Actually, do we want to just create a maneuver, or do we want to manually do this? I think we probably want to create a maneuver. Okay, so create a maneuver plan. And we're going to burn retrograde now. Wait, did I get rid of... Why do I keep doing that? How do I keep doing this? How do I keep dropping my tank off? Okay, I have a pretty good setup here. I'm going directly through the orb, so I'm going kind of in the middle of it. You can actually see your entrance and exits here, which is really, really nice. That's going to use 806. I was more fuel efficient this run, so I should have 400 left. That might be enough to slow down. God, if I could just get in orbit, I would be so happy. This is a lot more difficult than I thought, but it's really not hard. That's the embarrassing part. There's just a lot to remember. Oh yeah, speaking of that, we should probably align ourselves for the maneuver. Good thing I saw that right at the end. There we go. That would have screwed me up. Fantastic. All right, so 30-second burn, and then we actually might be in the orb of influence for once. All right, and shut off. Did I miss it? Oh, I went a bit too hard, I think. And I think I'm good. Okay, let's not freak out. I think I just let it go a little bit too long because I'm entering and exiting really quickly. All right, let's just see what happens here. I don't want to do any sort of movements because I'm still going to be entering, I believe. Okay, slow down, slow down. Yeah, I don't know. So I'm already set up for retrograde, which means I'll be burning to slow down. I think I'm going to do this manually, so I probably should set up a maneuver, but I think I should be okay. Okay, here it comes. Going into the orb. So we are burning to slow down once we get in that orb. We'll see if we can slow down enough. Okay, I am officially going into the orb of influence. Or whatever the hell it's called. All right, so I really should have plotted this maneuver, but if we burn retrograde, we should be okay. So I'm just going to set up for burning retrograde, and we are going to try and slow down a bit. There we go. Slowing down, slowing down, slowing down. And I'm going to crash on it. Is that good? I was hoping to get into orbit. How much do I have left? 197. I wonder if I could... I don't know if I'm going to be able to speed up because I'm going to get out of the orbit again. So let's just add a maneuver plan here and see if I can fumble this a bit to fix it. Okay, there we go. It's not a pretty orbit, but that, if I do it correctly, is an orbit. I'm only going to use 86 fuel. But yes, if we do this burn correctly, instead of crashing really hardly into the dark side of the moon, we will be orbiting it on a very weird orbit. So this is as close as we've gotten. I'm super happy with this, and we have a little bit of fuel to try and land on it if we possibly can. And burn. There we go. And stop. Did I do it? I think I went a bit hard, but that's okay. Because if we speed up time, we are orbiting the freaking mun. I don't know if I'm actually in full orbit or not, if I'm slowly getting pulled in. Not sure. Don't want to find out. So we're going to try and lower the periapsis, so that means we want to work on the apiapsis. Or I don't know what it's called, man. I'm not a rocket scientist. All right, so we're just going to slow it down and do a nice little crash land. A very nice one. That's only going to use 20. I love how Kerbin is just rotating behind this. We used to be there. I'm doing somewhat okay, I feel like, for a first-time Kerbal Space Program player. Okay, and burn. And stop. Oh my god. That was so quick. I was a little bit late. That's okay. We're still crash landing into it. That's the important part. Did I? No, you freaking dummy. I accidentally hit space again. I had a little bit of fuel left, so I could have slowed down more once I was about to land, but I accidentally deployed it. So the important part is we're still crash landing, so that's fun. All right, here we are. We're on the dark side of the moon, so you can't see a damn thing, of course. Didn't really plan that out very well, I guess. But we are within 66,000 meters of ground. Do I have enough of a parachute to not kill this man? I don't think so. I'm going to try and deploy it really high, so 20,000 meters, which is what I should do on Kerbin. I don't know about the mun. 2,000 meters. Parachute is still not deployed. I don't think it's going to. I don't even know if a parachute works on the mun, if I'm honest. Well, it didn't that time. Damn it. All right, guys. Well, for my first try, that wasn't too bad in my opinion. I do understand the mechanics of landing on the mun. I definitely am going to want landing gears. I'm going to want electric engines, most likely. That's probably the best option. And I'm essentially going to want to burn retrograde so we can slow down enough to have a safe landing. Goal today was to simply get near the Mun, get into the Mun orbit. Crash landing on it kind of shows me that I at least have the capabilities to get over there. Now I just need the capabilities to actually land safely. So yeah, if you guys are enjoying this, feel free to follow me on my journey into the Kerbal Space Program 2. I'm sorry if I'm not the best at this game, but I'm really enjoying learning as I go. So I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Thanks so much for watching and liking, and I'll see you in the next one.